I saw this. I'm not even mad at this. I just think it's hilarious. So Civilization 7 gets roasted after it announces Harriet Tubman as playable character. Like, why is that funny, John? Of all black people, historical black figures to pick, they chose Harriet Tubman. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not downplaying what she did. I mean, Underground Railroad and all that's amazing. But like they missed out an opportunity to have like Rosa Parks running people down with a bus. You know, so I mean, just because it was an Underground Railroad doesn't mean it was an actual railroad. I mean, she could have been easily leading people to the railroad and having them hit by trains, but it wasn't a railroad. But Harriet Tubman, I mean, you might as well just throw like Nelson Mandela or Martin Luther King Jr. here too. Like diplomatic, militaristic. Like what? Like what? Civilization 7 announced that Harriet Tubman will be a playable character in the upcoming game. Oh god, we actually get... Oh, this is gonna be magic.
I never lost a passenger. Never crashed my train. Well, not many can say the same.
Born Araminta Ross to enslaved parents in Maryland, Harriet Tubman escaped from slavery and dedicated her life to saving countless others via the Underground Railroad. Facing difficult odds, Tubman quickly moved enslaved peoples through a network of safe houses and across treacherous terrain to reach freedom. Harriet Tubman excels at operating in secret, which makes her an excellent spy master. And if war becomes inevitable, she has the resilience to persevere. In the modern age, consider pairing Harriet Tubman with America, whose production bonuses will help you build toward a better future. Or choose a different path, all your own. But whatever you build, remember to build something you believe in.
So yeah, there's Harriet Tubman. I mean, it would make it makes sense that she's kind of like more of a, you know, stealthier sort of, you know, since he led people out in secret through underground and all that. But it's just weird. It's a weird choice. Weird. Like I said, a lot of historical black figures, and they chose Harriet Tubman. Again, I mean, they missed out a chance to have Rosa Parks running people down with a bus. You know? Or, you know, Martin Luther King Jr. with a big old freaking high pressure hose or something. I mean, it doesn't sound like he would do a lot, but have you been hit with one of those things? It feels like your skin is melting off your bones. But, so, you know, Harriet Tubman. So, yeah, we just promotional trailer. Yeah, Underground Railroad facing difficult odds. And stealth. The trailer is already being downvoted as it stands with 2,400 likes, 2,500 dislikes. Well, that's more even than what we normally get, where it'd be like 2,400 likes as opposed to like 153,000 dislikes. Over on Twitter, people expressed their distaste for choosing Tubman. Spinach Bra wrote, "This has to be a joke." David Santa Carla shared a meme that states, "Your game sucks." Kofifi Anon posted, "Make it lamer and gayer." Your audience. Al the Pal wrote, "Congrats, been playing since Civ 4, not touching this one with a 1,000,000-mile pole." There's nothing wrong with her as a choice per se, but in a country like America, she's way down in the list of great Americans and prominent leaders. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's no one's trying to downplay what she did because it was amazing. But choosing her when we have so many other black leaders that could have been chosen, you know? Nobody asked for this, and nobody wants this. What are you going to do? Where are you going to add Yasuke to lead the Japanese next? Hey, don't tempt them. First mainline Civ game I won't buy in 33. Wow. Wow. Choosing Tubman over other prominent American leaders and heroes is most definitely a controversial choice, and it's hard to not assume it was done due to the massive woke diversity, inclusion, equity agenda. I mean, but for this, it's stupid because it's like, if they're going to choose a black leader, it's not really, it's leaders around the world. So naturally, they're going to be diverse. So taking, saying that's, it's because of equity and inclusion and this and that. This is the kind of game where you would expect diversity, equity, inclusion, because they're world leaders. Not every world leader is white. But I think most normal people are just like, why Harriet Tubman? Again, we're not downplaying what she did because it was amazing and great, but why Harriet Tubman? There's so many other great prominent leaders. Like I said, Martin Luther King Jr., But how about George Washington Carver? Throw some peanut butter on the ground. That has swept across the video game industry in recent years and led to disastrous results this year, with numerous games commercially failing, including Concord, Flintlock, Siege of Dawn, Unknown 9 Awakening, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, Star Wars Outlaws, Dragon Age The Failguard, and more. Even more pertinent to its recent Civilization challenger from Xbox, History Untold appears to be a commercial failure. The game includes so-called non-binary leaders, with True Trophies reporting that the game featured a trophy called Barbenheimer. It states, a female or non-binary leader bombards cities 100 times over any number of games. A moderator on the game's Steam forums confirmed the so-called non-binary was included in game. Moderator wrote, leaders in this game don't have sex or gender. It's just not that type of game. The closest you get to it is with pronouns for strings, she, he. And all leaders use she or he or him or her. One of the historical leaders, Oshtish, was a Bade, which today might be considered non-binary. There's been no DEI type effort put into this game. Leaders were chosen based on the combination of having familiar leaders as well as leaders who have not appeared in other games in the genre, while having room for future growth. Leaders in the game don't have sex or gender. It's just not that. Yeah, we said that. There is modding support for other genders if players wish to add non-binary leaders, or if the community asks for such leaders, which is why there is an achievement that supports that. The game hit a peak concurrent player of just 4,200 when it launched at the end of September. Do you remember? In the last 24 hours, it has hit only a peak concurrent of just 166. For comparison, Civilization 6, which was released back in October 2016, hit an all-time peak concurrent of 162,000. In the most recent 24, so still a good enough amount of people playing it. Civilization 5 of 91,000 in 2013. 3 years after it released in September 2010 of 16,000 or 17,000 really. Civilization 4 hit a peak concurrent 2,300 in 2010. In the last 24 hours had 787. What do I think? Like I said, so many other amazing black leaders, and they chose Harriet Tubman, which, again, we're not downplaying what she did. Okay? It's just odd that they chose her over so many other actual prominent leaders. So hang on. Okay, so I just found this 35 famous black Americans everyone should know. And of course, the most Martin Luther King Jr. Actually, Martin Luther King, there's Harriet Tubman, Barack Obama. I'd like to see Barack Obama in the game. Oh, that would be great. Maya Angelou, Frederick Douglass, Rosa Parks, Muhammad Ali. Oh man, imagine Muhammad Ali in the game. Technically, he's not really a leader. Like, this game is full of leaders. But, yeah, there he is. George Washington Carver. Thurgood Marshall. Katherine Johnson. Langston Hughes. Oh, yeah. Imagine this guy coming at you like this. Serena Williams. Again, these I know. W.E.B. Du Bois. Toni Morrison. Again, like I said, it's Civilization, and it's like leaders and stuff. But of course, they don't have to be leaders. They are just selected people to lead that sort of group or whatever, I guess. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Shirley. Mae Jemison. James Baldwin. Oh, yeah, there we go. Got Beyonce in the game. But yeah, these are characters who, based on, leaders who were individuals who, did amazing things. And again, like I said, we're not downplaying what Harriet Tubman did, but, so I think it's funny that it shows Harriet Tubman over, like I said, Martin Luther King. Or even maybe someone more current like Barack Obama. I mean, if anything, I would expect more of like Obama to be in there, because I mean, a black man ascending to the highest office in the country, becoming the president of the United States and the free world, and ruler. We're not ruler, but the most powerful country on this planet. What who better to pick than Barack Obama? Kind of showing that just because you're black doesn't mean you can't ascend to the highest office in the land. So I mean, I would expected Obama more, or something like that. Actually, let's hear what you guys have to say. If you have all these American historical black figures in American history, who would you pick to be the leader of this in here in the game? And if you do, if you think it's Harriet Tubman, or think it should be Harriet Tubman, why do you think it should be Harriet Tubman? Anyway, let me know. But that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.